T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
All right, we are here. It's Wednesday. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. It's me, your girl Al, one half of your Dynamite dolls, and our friend for the next couple weeks, Aisha, is with me. How are you feeling tonight? What a night!
What a night. I'm doing well. It was great. I was a little stressed, but I feel like I stress every week. So, but yeah. How are you?
I'm good. This did feel quite an intro to February. I thought, January, honestly, they had really good Dynamites. We started off real strong. But February came. They said, "Oh, let's go."
Right.
So,
and
but you know what we got to do.
And hi, Casey. And on the first day of Black History Month, we are grateful. So
yes, we and that was shown in our women too.
Right.
So you know what we got to do it's the beginning of the show. I think I know what you will lean towards, but how spicy was this? Because this was spicy tonight.
I will say it was, for me, it was hot, but it wasn't like all the way hot. It was like right on the line of mild hot, or is it mild, right?
It's nothing, mild, mid, whatever you want to call it, and then there's hot.
Yes. Yes, I feel like it's like on the hotter end, but still, we'll get into why I think that. But yeah, what's your rating out?
I think it was a very hot show, like we said, kicking off February. Like, we are in full swing for Revolution. It's a new month. We got a lot going on. We saw a lot of returns. Jessica says mild.
Hot.
If they keep on this road, we may get into Inferno territories. We may.
Okay.
If they keep up this energy.
Yes.
We've only had a few Inferno episodes here. I don't know how many. Somebody go look it up. I'm not the one. But we may have had one or two possible.
Okay.
But we may be getting, if we stay consistently on this road, I could see an Inferno or two.
I think so too. Possibly next week could be, maybe.
Yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tonight.
Yes.
A stacked show. When I put these together, since they announce a lot of these in advance, I like to just think like, I kind of book it and I'm like, oh, this would open or this would not, Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Today I was wrong. We had Bryan Danielson, Timothy Thatcher, in his little road to Revolution. The Acclaimed were going to be in tag team action. Takeshita and Brian Cage, Hangman and Mox, round 3. Jade was going against Red Velvet, former baddie, for that 50-0. And of course, our main event, no holds barred for the TNT Championship, Darby, Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
hmm And what a night we're in. We open it up. We got Hangman and Jon Moxley just opening the show.
Right? Okay, well, who did you think was going to open?
I think I was thinking Takeshita was going to open. I thought any of these would have been a strong opener because these are all really good matches that we saw.
Mhm.
But I was like, Takeshita, Brian Cage could be a good one. That would be a good solid open, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
But we start off real hot. Mox and Adam. Mox and his father and his son Wheeler. The whole family came out tonight.
His dad was not amused. He just is looking like, please.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Why was he so upset? Like, did he not know? Is that just he has RBF maybe? Maybe he was very excited. I don't know.
It could be. Maybe he was nervous.
Yeah, it's probably very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like, that's not his thing. I don't know what this man does. I'm sure Jon Moxley's dad has a regular blue-collar job, a mechanic. I don't know. He does something with his hands. He's a hard-working man, I bet.
Right.
So he does with his life.
Right. Hi, JD.
Yeah, and then
well,
okay, well, Casey's sick of it. I'm not sick of it.
it was fine.
Are you sick of it?
No, not at all. I was okay with it, right?
By the way, we went to the outside. Craziness. This is before the bell rang. This was not an official match, and we were going to the outside. Shenanigans afoot. Everyone was going outside tonight. Everyone was extra spicy tonight. I don't know what was in that Ohio air.
I don't know.
But you know what? Maybe the past couple of weeks have been real heavy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe everyone's feeling like as close to normal as you can get.
For sure.
Everyone was real hyped tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Energy was. Yep. Here goes Mox.
I timed it. I looked at my clock. I looked at my phone. We were 9 minutes into the show, everybody, before we got Mox blood, which is a long time.
Is it 9? Okay, 9 minutes. I felt like it was a little longer, but okay.
Yeah, I double checked.
Poor guy.
He loves this,
right? Okay, what's happened? I like to think that Pops didn't have that expression on his face until WT decided to. Well,
he was very stone faced. Maybe he was trying not to fall.
possibly. I would be nervous going down all those stairs. I know myself, so.
Every time I'm in an arena, like I'm holding on to a guardrail. I don't know. Soda could be on the floor. I don't know. Anything could happen. It's
Okay.
This man went through the table. We're bleeding. Intensity.
Mm-hmm.
Also want to point out, Mox was in gear tonight, not a jean, not a Russell jean. He was in a gear tonight. I don't know if that changes.
He was. He had his little padding. It says, wait, he needs his own line of Moxley pads.
Boo. Oh boy.
But this one was it was definitely a bloody one, but they were giving it to us. There was a shot, I don't know if you even have it, but like a shot, an overhead shot of like the ring, and like you can just see like the nice like little
just a little dribble, right?
No, it was kind of big. It was just like maybe it was bigger than what I thought. Maybe, but
there was it wasn't quite a pool. It was just a little
Yeah. Dang.
Intense. There was outside of the ring. I didn't get everything, guys. There was too much to show. But outside on the apron, they were gonna flip each other. The hardest part of the ring. Everyone knows this. This is the fact. Buckshot lariat. Was that at some point Hangman gonna do a curb stomp? I don't really know what that man was about to do, but Mox rolled him up against his own move. This is what happened. Hangman was trying to be too cool. And Hangman, you should have known from the other man that tried to take your move. Don't do somebody else's move.
Rolled
Rolls
him.
him up. 1, 2, 3. But this is not over. This is definitely not over. Claudio came.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Mox wasn't happy, just with the win. So
He did not seem happy to win that way because that's not a Mox way to win.
Hmm.
If Mox, it was not definitive the way they would have liked it.
For sure. But also it was, like Hangman, he gave him a run for his money. You know what I mean? Like they were going toe to toe the entire time.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, what do you do? And that was a long match. That was what, like about 25, almost 25 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was like yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So like that for me, that was like I'm thinking lights out at
Revolution.
25 minutes and a boring finish.
It was a finish.
Yeah.
It's definitely not over.
Not in the least. As long as it's not a pitch black. Maybe I'm in the minority. I enjoyed the pitch black, but that's not what we're talking about here. So
if you guys saw, I want a whole indie to do an entire show in a pitch black match. Okay, I want it all glowing the entire night, every match.
It was good. That's not what we're talking about. But
this
it was
not
visually
WrestleMania weekend. If there's not one indie that does it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
So just saying. Sidebar.
Yeah. Anyway, case I would have had Hangman win again, just so it doesn't look like they're playing hot potato with wins.
Yeah, I think Hangman needs it more as a character.
Mm-hmm.
But AEW is not WWE, and they're gonna let people win in their home states, towns. They kept emphasizing, it's like an hour away from where Mox lives. So
yes, and yeah, you're right.
But like these two are out, like Claudio and Wheeler, just like, are we gonna get like some friends? Are we like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a lot to think about with this.
He does need some friends. I think that would definitely add to the story, right? So it's not.
Well, that's another issue in the story is he had friends in the Elite.
Oh.
And then he was betrayed. It's a whole tragic story with them. And then there's the Dark Order involved. They are his true blue friends. Exactly. I mean, he's cool with them. We just haven't seen him with Dark Order in a minute. He does need my Dark Order babies. He did allude to friends a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know which friends, because he can go the Elite. There's a lot of drama history there. We got Dark Order, who will always be his friends. They are pure angels. Don't get me started on the Dark Order.
Is Dark Order still signed? I mean,
Casey,
weren't
I just saw them 2 weeks ago. How dare you? How dare you?
Weren't they just trying to recruit on Dark?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
they were recruiting people. I would not take Dark Order slander. Not on this show. This is my show tonight. I don't take that slander. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Their episode of AEW was cute. Go watch.
Moving on. These two will definitely fight at Revolution. How, when, I don't know. In the dark, in the light, in the arena, I don't know. But they will. Look, guys, the women before the second hour. Just magical. Just wanted to make this a point. It was really a new day for this. We see a little backstage with our women's champion, Jamie Hayter, Butcher Blade, of course, the Bunny. Renee looking cute in her little pink dress tonight, which we saw all over the show. This is the first of many a time we see Renee. Bunny is going to challenge Jamie next week in a championship eliminator match. That's fun.
That is fun. I might be missing a lot of backstory here, but I feel like that's kind of out of nowhere, but I could be wrong.
I mean, generally, championship eliminator matches are kind of random like that. A championship eliminator is a dumb premise. You have to win a match to be in order to get a chance at a championship. It's not the best premise, but at this point, I'm going to take it. But yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting, but I'm excited to see the bunny. We haven't seen her in singles action in a minute. She's been hanging out with Penelope. She's had some injuries in the past year. She's really good. Butcher and the Blade, great. I'm excited for this. But this was not the only news we found out in this segment.
Yes.
Because after they shake hands, as you see, Renee gets a little talkie to in the ear, says something's going on, and they put it up on the TV. Oh, Britt is getting her ass beat by Toni and Saraya.
And
also weird, we had to watch it on the TV. They couldn't just cut it into for us, but okay.
Sure. I mean, maybe it wasn't live, like we,
They could have cut to it,
right? They still could have. You're right. So Jamie goes running to go save her friend.
Yeah,
and then we'll see them a little later.
Yeah, interesting progression. Bunny looked shocked, like Bunny had no idea that was happening. But also, Bunny's an AEW original, so she should be on the lookout too. Just watch your back, Bunny.
Oh, well, all right.
She would be considered, I think technically she could be considered an AEW original.
Yeah.
She was there early enough. I'm gonna count her.
Okay.
I think Toni and Saraya would count her.
All right. What's happening down here? This is insane. The honeymoon is over for Saraya and AEW. TK actually wants us to cheer for Britt Toni at a cup of coffee in WWE. Well,
I mean, I think he's just going with the fan reaction Saraya gets. I can't tell you how quickly that happened. We really were here when she debuted, and a week later, we were not. And here we are.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm trying to. She needs more something, more to do, more matches, possibly.
We did find out later that they are going to have a tag team match this Friday. Toni and Saraya.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll get Saraya more comfortable in the ring. She's only had 2 matches since being back after 5 years. Something's just kind of weird about Saraya. This whole thing we've been saying is kind of forced and weird.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to it later.
I don't trust Khan to do anything right for these storylines, specifically the women. This is the man that gave us $300,000 Three Kings Christmas Casino Battle Royale.
Somebody has a gambling problem at AEW, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not calling anyone out, but clearly we have issues with casinos and battle royales, and I don't know.
Okay.
This feels like an attempt, guys. This feels like a sort of maybe kind of a weird attempt, but clearly it's not the best attempt. But they're doing something, and there is continuity.
Yes.
And there was a storyline in another storyline, so I'm gonna give them this week, and it's barely. It's like you're passing with the D, guys.
The thing is, Saraya's had 2 matches. She got cleared in November and showed up in August. Her and Toni have a women's tag on Rampage. I can't read the thing that is love. Allie, the bunny, respectfully challenge Jamie to a non-title match next week. Yep.
I think we're just trying to keep Jamie as a fighting champion and keeping her strong with her in-ring work.
for sure. For sure. I think that they're trying to take it easy with her being in the ring after the injury. I'm sure she'll turn on Toni down the road.
Of course. Sorry about your girl, Nikki. Sorry about your girl. She bounced back. She's fine.
All right, one more. Here, one more. I like the attempt. I will give them the pass this week because with the women's match we had today, yes,
We got a segment and we got a women's match, guys.
yes. So
with AEW, the bar is very low, and we, whoever you want to cheer for, Casey.
Yep.
Whatever your heart feels.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna stop you.
Yeah.
If you want everyone to win, great. If you want no one to win, great. Although if you're there in attendance, please make some noise for the ladies, but that's just a sidebar.
Mm.
Please don't be quiet.
Right.
Please don't do that.
Right. I have something to say about that later, but okay.
Yep, we always do. The Acclaimed, or we get to see our tag team champions. They come out, have a little matchy match. It's all fun and games. Those men in those teal tights.
Who was a turbo?
But that's not the story.
And Magnum.
There was a child. I forget. There was a child with a scissor. Me, it's my birthday sign. I'm not judging anyone's parenting. Your 10th birthday.
I was like, little boy.
Your parents let you do. I'm not judging anyone's parenting. You know what? I'm not. I could never. My cats are enough.
But maybe they didn't tell him what that meant, and so he is just enjoying the wrestling, which is great.
It's fun. It's like actually, he thinks it's scissors. Scissors.
Exactly.
Rock, paper, scissors. Yep, that's what it is.
Yes, they have the little matchy match. Oh yes.
Nikki has some thoughts on Britt.
Yes. So I think with Britt being the face, AEW fans root for Originals anyway. Even when Britt was heel, her pops were crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna cheer Britt no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm glad she hasn't lost her edge. I don't want her to be like, "Hey, Britt Baker." Like,
I know.
No, that's not what we're gonna do. People just love the Acclaim.
They do. I do too.
I was gonna say everyone loves the Acclaim.
True. And yes, their little aftermath.
This is the real story. They win, of course. Great. It's all fun. These idiots come. Do they own shirts? They can't afford it. They've worn the same sweatpants for 3 weeks. I don't know. Crusty.
It gets heated.
But
yeah, it gets heated. You know, they want that title. They
exchange some words.
They want that match. They exchange some words with the Acclaimed. You know, Daddy Ass was not happy with it. He's done. He's fed up, right? He's fed up with the arguing, the back.
That man, he is upset with his children.
And so he leaves.
He's had enough.
And guess what? Guess who gets on the mic? And start airing more of their dirty laundry after family therapy last week too.
Well, I don't think she was licensed therapist. She's licensed to wrestle.
She's a wrestler. I feel bad because we were
mean, and I'm sorry.
She's actually a wrestler, so get it, girl.
You, girl.
I think she's Tiffany Wrestles on Twitter. I think that's her app, but yeah, she's a wrestler, so not necessarily an actress. So there you go.
Good for her. Get her money. Yeah, this was like real spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would, again, maybe that's why I shouldn't have kids, because I would beat their ass. Like, excuse me?
Airing out all the dirty laundry. Gun Club has the worst music wrestling.
Fact.
It's unrecognizable. When I hear it, I'm like, who's coming? Oh, they're coming out.
Every time you gotta see, yeah.
This was nuts, but I'm afraid that this is how the Guns will get the belts. Will they be just handed the belts thanks to Daddy? They don't do anything for me. Hell may break out next week. I hope so.
If this man aligns himself with his terrible children next week after what they said, also, like, I wouldn't give them what they wanted. I'd be like, no, now there's no way in hell you're getting a championship match. Now you can never have one or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the stipulation should be they should have this match next week, and then they could never have a championship match as long as the Acclaimed are champions. This is the only time that point makes sense.
Yeah.
This is far too long. Sick of it. Sick of it. Sick of it. Sick of it. The disrespect to Daddy ass.
Right. So, you know, they got what they wanted. So we'll be seeing them next week.
If this man turns on the Acclaimed,
he better not. That will be like
they will not be able to get him out of the ring. I hope security is tight.
Yeah. I feel like the crowd might want to jump him too. So
yeah, that's why I'm saying I hope security is tight. This might be an 80s situation where he cannot leave the building because people are gonna hurt him.
Boy, I guess we'll see. I don't think so.
I hope not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want them plotting like that. Also, I don't think the gun boys are that smart. Billy, maybe. Kids, not so much.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Security have to get to the guns out of the darn city. Yeah, gotta get them out.
Police escort. Yeah. Like, I thought I was mad when I thought Jarrett and Lethal won the titles a few weeks ago. No, this will be worse. Worse.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens.
It's too much drama. We hear from Jungle Boy. He said he had a great time tagging with Hook. He's a real one, had his back, but he's done with the tag team thing. He's going for a singles title. Doesn't specify which one, but he's his own man now in a basic shirt.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was
plain. Sure. It's kind of like a pastor. I don't know what he's doing. Like Mormon church. I don't really know what's happening here.
It was just
cult leader.
Sure. It was like, okay, all right. So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, fine. Good for you. All right. Takeshita, Brian Cage.
Let's see what. Oh, hold on. What?
Oh my gosh!
I really want to see Jungle Boy with a buzz cut, so I can know how much of a difference it makes.
Just look at pictures of his dad when he was young.
I mean,
that's it.
No, you know your husband.
It's time. It's time. Only one was on. Sorry about that. We hate to see it.
Your husband got lots of airtime tonight.
He really did. Him and Renee.
Love to see it.
Not gonna lie, I watched some of this match, but I also went to go make food. I came back to the end though, don't worry.
Okay.
The Brian Cage of it all. It was the Brian Cage of it all. You guys know.
Yeah. It was,
It was good. Takeshita, great, perfect. Look at that bridge. Look at the toes pointed, perfect, beautiful execution.
It was a good match. It was a good match. I'm finding myself having a difficult time really, I think, connecting with Brian Cage.
That's not a you problem. That's an everyone problem.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, okay, like he's doing the thing, right? There's really no reason for me to like not like him. I don't dislike him at all, but it's just kind of like I haven't latched onto anything like I have with some of the other wrestlers.
Yeah, that's very valid. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. He's just a big guy who wrestles good sometimes.
Yeah. I did appreciate, what is it called? Was it called the Blue Thunder Bomb? Like right at the top. Now I appreciated that. That was excellent. I'm like, we can be done right now. Like that was it. But my man putting in the work going to Cinnabon after his win over MJF next week. Not Cinnabon.
Oh, Takeshita? I think he actually is legitimately sponsored by Cinnabon. That man loves Cinnabon. His Visa, I may have read his Visa is actually sponsored by Cinnabon, which is great.
That's awesome.
Wholesome. He actually genuinely loves it.
Love that for him.
Yeah, he's in America living his best Cinnabon life.
Right? that has been the problem. The thing is, I think he wants to leave AEW because of how he's been used, but Tony wouldn't let him. I remember his wife Melissa Santos even had a rant about that a while back. Ooh.
Well, there are rumors his contract's coming up, so
I guess we'll see.
we'll see.
Mm.
But like, he's also been in this spot past month or so where he's had high-profile matches, like him and Willie Mack run it back twice, like this last month. So Bryan Danielson last week. So interesting.
Well,
He is a 6-man tag team champion in Ring of Honor too.
Okay. I would love to see him. I would love to see him with Willie again.
That was like, oh, yeah,
like
that needs a third match. That needs a third match.
Like that would be. I don't know. I don't put people together, but like we all loved it.
We did. That. There's sometimes when I'm like, I don't need a third match. This, I need a third match.
Yes, hire Willie Mack.
Where's the graphic, Tony? Where's the graphic? These guys are on my television. I should have made food here.
Yeah, you should have. The best. Like I was the best. Chris, like what?
Listen, this is not turnbuckle glam, but these are the worst dressed people I've ever seen in my life. Not Renee.
Not Renee, yes.
But everyone else. Yeah. Worst dressed people I've ever seen. Including you, Daniel Garcia, including you.
It's the dress pants with like the black tag. It's like what the dress pants.
But we found out that Ricky has to go through the Garcia Guevara gauntlet. Because Sammy's kind and let Garcia have top billing in this gauntlet. So he has to fight all of the members of the JAS to get to Jericho. Because if there's one thing Tony Khan loves, it's a gauntlet.
Sure.
Casino matches, gauntlets, these are some of Tony Khan's favorite things. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but I'm gonna use that reference.
You know, I'm interested to see how this will pan out. But you know, Glam Sunday,
plug.
Y'all don't miss it.
I'm not saying they might be my hot mess, but I'm not saying they might not be. So you'll have to watch Sunday.
I'm really upset with how much they ruined Daniel Garcia. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say ruined, but like unnecessary. This is unnecessary things. Like, dude, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. This is stupid. Why is the Jericho Appreciation Society still a thing? Does Tony expect Jericho to put over these guys and girls? He can't. God bless him for trying. This is why these people still have a job. Jericho. Okay. Well, what else? It's because there are weeks he can't book 2 hours of TV. Gauntlet can take at least 30 minutes to an hour. WWE depends on them too. Now, I mean,
well, I feel like you're spaced out more in the WWE space.
Yes. I like when we are packed with matches. That's what I prefer. However, yes, you got to let it breathe a little bit, but there are enough people to be booked. Like Tony can.
Yeah. And if he needs help, hello, I've been saying it for all these months, Tony. Tony Khan, you know where to find me. You were just here. I saw you. You know where to find me.
Right? Like there should never be a week where he can't. Cool.
Also, we've seen this before where you have to go through all of the team. That's the thing. It's so annoying. And we're doing it with MJF. You have to go through all these people. So it's annoying to have it in twice in a show. Best of 7 is excluded. because that is obviously not going to be a situation that's going to happen. And everyone's going to come for me. I don't care. I like the best of 7.
I enjoyed the best of 7, which I feel like you said, like we're repeating the same beat again, but I feel like the MJF Danielson, like they're doing it better, like that.
Yeah, even though that's always MJF's MO.
I mean, obviously, like we haven't gotten started with this, but I feel like that
I'm already sick of it.
Yeah, already we haven't even gotten the part, and we're already done. And we're
I
done.
hate the name. I hate it all. I'm already sick of it.
Well, Casey
yes.
needs to retire.
Go back. Just go on your cruise this week, next week. I don't remember when it is. Just float out into the ocean. Stay there. That's international waters problem, not ours anymore.
Ooh.
Well, speaking of best 7, they're all back together. The Elite is back after some visa problems, allegedly. Probably, I don't know. Kenny's back.
He looks tired. he looks like he's been through it.
Still beat up. He's still beat up.
Glad I got my visa.
He's probably been in lines on hold. Like it's been probably over a long couple weeks. Yes, the Elite is back. Last week, Top Flight challenged them with AR Fox. Again, we just mentioned that $300,000 casino trios. I don't know. You know the one they won. The one that they won on Christmas. They won all the money. So now they're getting a challenge for the trios titles. And they responded, yes, they will. They'll see him next week. Nick showing us, yes, he is a Leo. We get it.
Don Callis needs to retire this ugly hat. Okay.
Well,
the fedora is that.
What's worse? What's under the hat or Don in the hat? Like I don't.
That hat is definitely that is like 2009. And I don't mean, you know what I mean, but I feel like the whole outfit is even down to the shiny slippers.
Don Callis is a disgusting dresser. Disgusting.
I had shoes like that. So
Don Callis will be a hot mess contender on Turnbuckle Glam. Just saying. You're not escaping it either, Nick Jackson. I see you again in that Leo outfit. We get it. I know you're a Leo. This is the most Leo outfit. Wow. Matt, I don't know what he's doing. Kenny,
yeah,
you're doing a amazing job, sweetie. The
sweatpants, the belt.
Respectfully. But we're interrupted. Ethan Page, Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy. Speaking of respectfully, challenge for Rampage. And Isaiah.
Wait, what's happening here? Are they really trying to bring viewers to Rampage? I mean, the Elite versus the Firm for the new AEW World 6-Man Tag Team Championship.
Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. People complain about it, and then they complain when it's not good. Please can complain.
Yeah. The Gray Sweatpants got my attention for a different reason, please. And we're...
Respectfully, Kenneth Omega. Respectfully. Anyways, yes, they will be fighting, and they're going to be... This explains why Top Flight was not in the tag team picture, because they're going for the 6-man tag team.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right.
Okay.
I guess. They'll have their time. Then hopefully House of Black at Revolution. And then Top Flight can go fight with the Acclaimed.
Yep.
Just say. I'm not even commenting on Isaiah's.
I cannot wait for Top Flight versus the Acclaimed. Like that's gonna be so good whenever that happens. Isaiah ends this with his signature moan in Kenny Omega's ear.
Kenny had no idea. The reaction, I just...
like, how are they not laughing? I would... Like...
How many takes did that take? Because you know what? It was dying. I don't remember. I sounded like a buck that was like, what the hell? Kenny's reaction, just hilarious. I was crying. I think I watched it a couple times because it was so funny. Isaiah, I get it. Anyway, Brian Danielson, Timothy Thatcher. A
Okay.
man from Sacramento, California that you would not know is from Sacramento, California.
I'm like, this. I think everyone thought he was British.
He 100% is, and sometimes I forget that, like, I know this. I've seen his work. I may have seen him at Indies before, back in the day. And I
Mhm.
always forget this man is a Californian. He's one of us.
And I was like, oh,
British, the most British Californian you could find.
yeah, yeah.
This was wrestling, guys. This is some wrestling of wrestling.
Danielson all taped up, and
Mm-hmm.
he was struggling. He was
Whew.
struggling.
Struggles.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know. I think Thatcher did a really good job.
Mm-hmm. He's great.
Yeah.
Go check out Noah. Check out his previous stuff. You can maybe leave out NXT.
I think I watched it. Well, not I think I watched like a short documentary about him like over the weekend. Wait, not over the weekend. What's today? Wednesday? I think it was
Here's
a
what-
Wednesday. Yeah,
Who knows what days are?
I did. I watched a short doc about him. I was like, oh, really interesting. And so like
Mhm.
footage of him when he was at
Yeah, he's been all over and just
Yeah, I can't remember where.
really.
But yeah, really interesting. Interesting. Okay, the teeth are there.
He's that literally. He's a fighter. You know he's an actual fighter because his teeth are jacked.
And you know what? He even says something in this doc. He was just like, I want to be a wrestler. He's like, I want to be a wrestler. I don't want to be a movie star. I don't want to be a, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to wrestle. And I'm like, fair enough. So that he doesn't have to be concerned about.
He's not trying to. No, he wants to just beat people down.
Mhm, mhm.
Also, I'm gonna come back to this one because imagine. You know what? I can't imagine that. People are really getting behind Butcher and Blade. People love Butcher and Blade, myself included. I like it. I would like that.
I wouldn't like that.
I would.
I would like if
You would like them as champions, but not to end the Acclaim's reign?
correct.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's gonna happen. So, maybe they just get close to it.
Yeah, I would like to see them in the title picture. I think they really earned it.
Yeah.
But also, okay, back to this match. Sorry, just had to go on that. This was probably Brian's hardest test.
Yeah.
And of course, shenanigans. Ref knocked out. Maxwell comes out. But this time, he was not slow this week. Takeshita comes out of nowhere in his little hoodie, beats him down. It's hard to tell in that picture, but he's beating him down, taking him out.
Chasing him out.
Took him out. Thank God. And ref comes back to life magically. 1, 2, 3. Well, not 1, 2, 3. But it took a little bit. But Brian wins. It's a really hard-earned victory.
Essentially. I did, however, like seeing Timothy in this match because AEW needs variety from wrestlers who do the flips, destroyers, and dives. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely brings something different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Yeah.
What else? This was just there for me. At this point, they're dragging their feet at making the Iron Man official.
We got one more week. One more. Next week.
Okay.
We were not done with these two, though.
Not
we
even.
come back from commercial. They're still going at it. We need all sorts of security. Come break them up. Renee in her shoes, her comfy shoes, comes out. She is fashion and comfort. I respect.
Mhm.
I love a sneaker and a heel and a dress. I will do it all the time. So she comes out. She's like, "Yep, I know." And she says, "Tony's in her ear," and she says, "They're gonna fight next week." These two on Dynamite. Of course, MJF is mad about it.
Of course.
But this is gonna be such a good match.
But he just don't leave well enough alone.
No.
If he would stay behind back there, you know what I mean? Like
he would have had another week off. Like he likes to not do his job.
There you go. My man said he ain't come to play. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. But I'm
This week?
actually excited. Like, this is a nice precursor to what we're gonna see.
Yeah, little taste.
Mhm.
We come back from commercial, and I'm gonna assume this is pre-taped, and continuity was a little weird on here. I'm gonna say it was earlier. I'm just suspend my belief, and it was not happening in live. This happened earlier. Roosh is gonna fight Brian next week, so MJF does what he did to Brian, offers him a little money, to soften him up. Well, not a little money. I think he said he had like 5 of those suitcases.
Yeah, he
which,
did.
like,
Yeah, he did.
okay, Max.
It's like tight shirt. Like the
Yeah,
shirt.
why is that shirt so tight?
It is. Listen.
Like,
Like, really look at it. It is tight.
it's like a size small on this man.
Oh, okay. Maxwell's second match since he took the title from Mox. Max doesn't want to wrestle at all.
No, Mox is the employee who wanted to get a promotion but doesn't want to do the work once they get the promotion. That's Mox. Max.
Mhm.
Mox,
We got
Max. You know what I'm saying.
yeah. That's very
It's a
true.
really good analogy, guys, and then I really messed it up.
Like yes, you're right. He wants everybody else to do the work for him,
Mhm.
and that's not gonna happen this time.
Mm-mm.
We got a
But-
little Spanish. We got we got
Yeah, we did.
got some Spanish happening.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if Roosh earns his money, all 5 of those. Because Max could be like, you know what? Max probably has hundreds on the top and it's all ones in the bottom.
Mhm.
It's all filler. Monopoly money at this point.
There you go. I was watching a watch party and we all called that this was pre-taped. I mean, look at Maxwell's outfit. This is a weak way of setting up Brian's final test. Roosh, I'm sure it will be a great match.
Okay, even commentary messed this up because they're like, we're gonna go to Renee with the champion, and then it was Lexi and Roosh, and I was like,
I'm like, oh, yeah,
something messed up.
something happened. It felt like this series was Tony setting up Brian's dream matches.
Tony was like, Brian, who do you want to wrestle? He's like, all right, let's go.
Why not?
That's my Tony Khan impression, everybody. If you don't ever see this, Tony.
It was good.
But if you do, hire me. We also get a quick little update on Britt, who says she's fine. She's fine.
Mhm.
She's all good. And we see Ruby. Britt does not trust Ruby.
Yeah.
She's like, those are your friends. You knew them longer than me.
Mhm.
And Ruby's like, nope, I'm not in this. Which, if you guys watched Rampage, Britt was like, you need to choose a side.
Yeah.
So it seems like Ruby's choosing her side.
Do you think Ruby? I mean, I think Ruby's eventually going to choose this side, but what do you?
She has to, right? Like Ruby. If Ruby, I can't see Ruby being a heel. Like I can't see her turning and like, unless what are you gonna flip flop and you're gonna put Sheeta over there with Britt?
Yeah.
That's too much confusion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like Ruby's really cemented herself as an AEW girl.
Yeah.
She's bled for this company. Like, so they're still. I like this layer of tension because it's real. They're not gonna just be like, we're friends now.
But
I
it's
like-
going to be like a reluctant, like, I will join you.
Yeah.
We will
We
join
have common enemies.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll see.
but yeah, but Britt's like, I'm fine, you can leave.
She,
And
she really was like, okay, bye.
mm,
Here we go, guys.
there you go.
Jade and Red Velvet for the TBS Championship and Jade's 50th win.
Mm-hmm. You had Red Velvet coming off of her win. She beat Billy Starks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
so
what about Billy Starks?
yes, check out that interview. That was like what? That was last year. That was you?
Yes, that's me and Billy from this past November before she went to Japan. before she was 18 and doing all this cool stuff with AEW. So
Yeah.
we love to see it.
Yeah. So wait, before we get into it, we have someone asking.
Hey, hey! I was like, who is this? Is this a certain someone's Thunder Rosa husband, Brian Cervantes? How are you? I'm having a great time. Shout out to lovely Thunder Rosa and Brian Cervantes. Great couple. Yeah, I'm great. I'm having a good Wednesday.
Nice.
It was a good match for Red Velvet. I know Mika's had complaints about Red Velvet being a little fast in the ring, which I see. I see it. But this was a really good match for Red Velvet and Jade.
I think so too. Like, I feel like I really, I mean, obviously, like Jade has to earn all of her title, but like this one, I feel like she really earned that 50.
Yeah, this is her really. She worked for this, even with Kiera coming in. I don't have a picture of that, but she came in. She kind of helped and messed up.
Yeah, right.
She really tried. Did she try? I don't know.
I don't know what she was doing.
I don't know why we needed 2 reps. Why was Aubrey distracted this whole time, guys? Like
Aubrey distracted.
Aubrey, there was another ref. He could have got her out. You could have just went back.
There you go. This match, I was hoping Red Velvet would win. Jade gets more time than the actual AEW Women's Championship. She is protected like Goldberg. She is protected, and
they backed themselves into a corner with Jade, and we've said this several times. It's not her fault. Every time Jade goes out there, you can see improvement. And she is a star, and everyone's just gonna look at her. But she's doing the best with what she can. And yeah, this baddie story could have been way better.
For sure. But I mean, look at this. Look at her pick up Red Velvet, carry her up the stairs, throw her over onto the post. And I think there was a point where like I said earlier, I was going to come back to this point. I'm coming back now, where I was like, Ohio, y'all better stand up, because y'all are real quiet. Y'all are quiet right now, and I don't appreciate that. Didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Until this moment.
Because of the timing too. They always put it in this spot every time. This is the only time people want to watch a women's match. Like, no. And I saw that when I was there 2 weeks ago. Like, I saw people like, oh, the women's match is next, and I saw people like dipping, and I'm like, bro, no, like, be respectful. Like,
right, they're
working just as hard as the men.
Yeah, and it's not.
This is why we're here,
right? And it's not their fault that they don't have the storylines. Like, I would love to see, a storyline like what MJF is getting, like with Jade. Are you kidding me? Like,
right? And it's hard when it's like you'll see them 1 week, and if you don't watch Rampage and their 30-second clip to build up something, you miss it. If you don't watch Dark, you have to put it on the show people watch the most.
Yeah.
Like, we've gotten build up on Rampage with Red Velvet interrupting Jade and things like that. It's there, but they didn't even play the video package. I don't think they played it. They have one online, but they didn't play it before this match. And that's, say what you will about WWE, but they're going to beat you over the head with things that happened last week or an hour ago. So you know what's going on.
Which I appreciate, because, I don't know what's
you do.
It's great. Right. Jade should only lose to one woman when she hopefully returns soon, and that woman is Chris Statlander.
That part.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with Chris Statlander.
I am. I know the name. I have not.
She's kind of an alien. She hangs out with best friends. She's really tall. She's thick. She's cool. Yes, we love her.
Yep.
I agree. I think Chris could be the one to dethrone Jade. She should have been months ago. But hopefully now that we've reached 50,
we'll start to see a shift.
Yeah.
I don't blame Jade. I blame Tony Khan. Of her 50 matches, how many were against credible talent? Maybe 5. She needs to drop that title. The longer she has it, the longer it proves my point. Tony just created a fake belt to give her more time.
Well,
If he created a fake belt to give, to give her a title, she's definitely earning it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like you said earlier, like she's has definitely been building up to that. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because we do love Jade. And just like I said, this baddie situation could have just been, it's so easy. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And like the week later, throwing Kiera in a random tag match with Sky Blue, who she would never be friends with. You're letting Britt still be on the fence about Ruby and be like, I don't know. But others, they're just like, well, I'm a face, you're a face. We also hate Jade. Let's be friends and like skip around. It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
I saw videos on YouTube and fans were leaving when Jade defeated Nyla Rose. Fans either don't care about women's wrestling or Jade doesn't draw like Tony thinks she does. I'm going to say it is the former, not the latter. I think Jade is a star.
She is. When she's in the ring, people cheer for her.
Yeah. Even like reluctantly. I felt like here it was like a reluctant, like, we got to give her props.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, here in Fresno, she was on Rampage tagging with Red Velvet and Red Velvet with Layla. Wow, I can't even talk. Looking at Red Velvet, but they were tagging, and it was like okay but the minute Jade was even in the ring, she was being cheered. Like people just like gravitate towards her. It's like, don't just put her in these like squash matches. Let her be meaningful. She can talk. We had a good time when it was all the baddies in Stokely. Like we were having a good time, stuff like that. But we need to see them consistently week in and week out to care. Like, yes, we care. People care about Jade because she just looks like a star. She just has that. But also at some point, people are going to get tired of it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are cheering because they're like, haven't seen her live. They're in places that they don't get to see her. So like when you repeat towns, people are just like, oh, cool. There she is. You need to care.
Yeah. And it's storytelling, right? It's storytelling. So, she's gonna have to struggle, which means she's probably gonna have to lose a match. So
yeah. There needs to be a little bit of a crack. Everyone is not perfect, even though she is physically perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
like yes, we all love looking at Jade.
Yeah.
We can all disagree that. But we need more.
For sure. I mean, she ends up winning, she takes
win.
And her daughter.
Oh yeah.
Her daughter was crying. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had a picture of it. But yeah, her daughter was so upset. Well, because they went in the corner and like you could hear her going, "Mommy." So like
she's probably like, "Oh, y'all beating up on my mom."
Yeah, it sucks because like Jade is so like powerful and she has her daughter and her daughter is like getting to see her mom be cool and powerful and like she's like a little kid, she's probably like, oh, this is amazing. I would love for her to look back on it and be like, oh, my mom did something meaty. My mom did this cool story. Like, not that she can't be proud of her mom, but it would just be cool like for her to see that her mom being a part of something like interesting storylines that aren't just like one-off matches. So
yeah,
I mean, congrats for your 50, but hopefully now we can get a 1 in there, a 2.
Yep.
The cracks are there because Red Velvet had her pinned for a good, we're on 6 or 7? So
well, I guess we'll see.
Kiera and Red Velvet have to team up at this point.
Yeah.
They have to take her down. If she's gonna lose, it might be in a tag team. Layla's going down. She's eating the pin, getting that one. So,
there you go.
I don't know when. This might not be next week. It might not be in 2 weeks, but I feel like
It better.
That one is definitely going to have like an asterisk being a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe she'll just get rid of all her buddies at that point and be a solo.
I think that might, I don't know. I feel like if she has no baddies, I think that might be the crack. That might be her downfall. She doesn't have people hyped up.
No.
I was wondering. I was avoiding it, but Bow Wow returns and
hate it.
They dropped this real quick, and I'm
Thank
just
God.
I wanted. I maybe was the only person.
You were the only one.
I was the only one. Let's be real. I was the only one. I just wanted to see her like drop kick him in the face. You know
Okay, well that would have been nice, but no.
That's all I wanted to see.
I don't think she had to lift her leg up that high either, but I'm short. I could say short jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for somebody. Maybe they do have it in mind. Maybe it is Chris. Maybe they're just kind of letting it flounder.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't know why you would break up the baddies when that's just such a interesting. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm AEW. I love you. It's just so confusing.
We just want more. We want,
You know what? What more can I expect from a company held up by a Libra?
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
They can't make a decision.
Oh, is that okay?
The balance is not balanced.
Yeah, the scales.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the scales are not scaling.
Okay.
Our main event. Whew, Darby and our king of television, His Excellency Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. No holds barred, guys. No holds barred. And if you're squeamish, click off now. If you're not, this man had a hoodie with thumbtacks.
A hoodie with thumbtacks. I didn't realize what that was at first. And I was like, oh. So Darby came to, he was ready.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I mean, we'll get to that point. We'll get there. Yeah.
This is an important key part of this match is the thumbtack hoodie.
Yes, we'll say that before we get into it. Oh, Libra.
I said what I said, Casey.
There we go.
My mother's a Libra.
Or Tony has a number in mind he wants Jade to get to before he drops it. Will it be 170 matches? That would be the longest streak without losing.
Oh, he wants her to. No. Don't let her be Goldberg. Like it's fine. She's her own person.
Yeah.
Yes, this match is crazy.
It was
crazy. Uncle Joe out here bleeding. Thumbtacks, sweater.
Up the stairs.
In the crowd. Up the stairs.
He threw Darby over the thing. What is it called? Yep. Thank you. Homeboy landed right on them stairs, and I was like, oh, oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stressed.
Darby loves this. Darby was living his best life in this match.
Of course, but I was
He's
stressed.
A psychopath.
Oh.
Craziness. Look at this. Look at him. Throwing him down. There he is on the stairs. Like.
Scratching his back. Yeah, I think at one point he was like scratching Samoa Joe's back, had the nails digging in. They were going at it.
Wild.
And had to bring him back down. Toss him in the ring.
This building we got a tour of this building tonight. A lot of people in the crowd. Okay.
We got backstage in the hallway. We got,
Yeah, this was like the Anarchy in the Arena match, but it was like broken up to several matches where we just get to see the building. Okay, cool. Nice to see your building, Dayton, Ohio.
The way I looked for a moment, I thought Joe was gonna take a code red down the stairs.
Oh my god! But like, if he did, oh no. Yeah, insane. Mm-hmm. This is like just the beginning. There was so much. Then Darby, a story in 2 parts, decides he's gonna rip everything off, expose the wood underneath the ring.
Yeah, he had to hurry up and cut them ropes. I was like, someone didn't pre-cut the black rope. I was like, who didn't do did a good job with them, but I was like, yeah, I didn't pre-cut the black one.
Yeah, I think the black one is for the skirt, and I think he was like, "Oh, I can't mess the skirt up because
That's
there's
true.
a custom." He's like, "I can't."
It's true.
Before the match, Tony was like, "Do not cut my skirts."
Not the black.
Darby was like, "Yes, sir." But also, just remember, everyone, they have to do Rampage after this, so I want to know.
Right? So you got the ropes.
Yeah, is
Got it.
this backfired? Joe puts him through 1, 2, 3. Brand new. Once again.
We didn't even talk about the moment real quick. The moment where Darby was trying to get the hoodie back on.
And the sleeves were all
and I was like, see, the tax, it backfired.
Yeah.
So he had to put it over his head and just make the
Oh, and then there was also the moment where and then Joe put it over Darby's face, smashed him in the face. The sweater was cursed.
Yeah. I could see that being a Halloween costume.
But also kind of sick. Yeah.
Sick, sadistic people. Do not come near me with a thumbtack.
I just also like when he was trying to undo it because he was like, like it hurt him.
He's like, I don't have time for this.
It was like you could tell it was like he was being pricked every time. And he was like, this was the worst idea I've ever had. But Joe is champion again, king of television, as you could see. We had a nice 4-week run. Darby really got the most out of the 4 weeks he was champion.
It did a good job.
I will say.
This took a while. I thought they would have to sign off as the match was still going on. That's what I thought, because I looked at my phone and I'm like, it's 6:56 and you're just now trying to cut the ropes. Y'all don't have time for that. So
yes, it was a little. Yeah.
But he got it. But it's
Joe's just back. And I'm glad. I was like, okay, I see what we're doing with Darby, but I'm glad it's back on Joe. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like hate the hot potato of the TNT Championship, but Joe needs to have this title. Joe with 2 belts was perfection. Yes.
Yeah.
It was shocking when he lost. It was a nice moment for Darby, but he didn't need it. I don't know. I guess now we have all these great matches from Darby, so
yeah.
But Joe's celebration did not last for long, y'all. He's back.
He is back.
The Wardlow girlies rejoice.
With the nice haircut. I don't consider myself a Wardlow girly, but I like the haircut. I mean, obviously, right? Like the ponytail's on, but I was like, okay, come on, a nice fade.
It is weird, but he put on his best velvet jacket tonight. He really did. He's back. He wants vengeance, which I respect.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's back because that man cut his hair and beat him.
Yeah.
Terrible way to end the year.
Yep. Yep. So, they go at it for a minute before did they go at it? I don't know.
They were going to. Joe rolled out of the ring, and then Wardlow started beating up security. He was about to he was about to. Then we got. And then
they cut off, and I was like, oh.
So I was like, come on, oh, it's 7.
Right.
Yeah. So that Joe was scared. He said, no, I'm not. I don't want to deal with this one. Not tonight. Yeah. Dynamite. We did it.
Yeah.
What a crazy night.
It was. I enjoyed myself.
It's a great show overall. And I know we were complaining about Jade, but we mean this with love. Yeah. Overall, I had a great time. We're complaining because that's what we do. But yes, great show, great showing.
It's not complaining. It is like we see what we see and we're evaluating it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do this because we care. It's constructive criticism.
There you go.
We just want it to be better. We want the thing we like to be better. And
Yep.
this is the thing we like.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Another Wednesday. We did it. We'll be back next week. Looks crazy stacked. We have the Bunny, Jamie, the Acclaimed versus the Guns, MJF, Takeshka, Bruce and Bryan Danielson. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I think we got the Elite and
Oh yes, the Elite and AR Fox. Yep. So it's gonna be another night next week. So thanks for hanging out. We got yes. It's yes, exactly. Love and respect for everyone at AEW. We want them to succeed. We like all the wrestling here too.
Yeah.
Tonight we just started talking about AEW. That's what we do. All right, guys, we've reached the end. Thanks for hanging out on another Wednesday with us. You know where to find us on all the things. WWE Talk Pod, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all your socials. We got it. Check out the website. Killer articles. I'm sure there's articles for Black History Month. I think there'll be posts every day spotlighting all of our favorite ladies. So check that out. Schedule. All right. Let's see if I could do it off the top of my head. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you got the news. Check that out every other day. Also on Monday, the WoW After Show. We got that with Stephanie, Kat, and Emily, I believe. And then, of course, our Salt Shakers are here for Raw every week, giving you what you want. Nikki and Santana. Tuesday, nothing. Don't look for us. Wednesday, we'll be back as usual for your Dynamite. Thursday, NXT After Show, Women's Wrestling Army After Show, and the Impact After Show. Fridays, like I said, the news. And then SmackDown and Rampage After Show, Santana, Stephanie. Saturday, nothing. Check our interviews. We got cool ones. There's Rebby Hardy that Nikki just interviewed. Gail Kim. Check it out. We got cool stuff. More coming through. And Sunday. This Sunday is Turnbuckle Glam, everybody. Every other week, we are here. This week, we're going to be back talking about Royal Rumble and anything else that we saw. There's a lot of looks, so get ready. Then we do it all again. We do it all again.
Tonight.
We'll be back. Yes. You might see JAS this week on Turnbuckle Glam. Maybe. Can't guarantee it. Probably. And where can we find you, Aisha?
You can find me on Twitter at Aisha Watches. That's probably where I'll mostly be. I am on Instagram, but like it's completely like unrelated, and I don't have my socials. It's not all the same name across the socials, but I'm at Aisha Watches. So yeah, where can we find you, Al?
Oh yeah, you can follow me, Alia 2_. Said Turnbuckle Glam, all that fun things, and my podcast, Kayfabe Queens, put out a new episode for the first time in this year for the Royal Rumble, and I hung out with writer here at Women's Wrestling Talk, Astrid, to talk all about the Royal Rumble. So check that out. Links are in my socials. And yeah, we will see you again next week. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.